What's up guys, Yeti here, and in today's video I'm going to show you one of the best Prince decks and how I use it to push for trophies around the 1,000 trophies mark. I had a chance yet to try it on this account at higher trophies, but if it does do well at higher trophies, I'll let you know by updating you in the comments below guys. So as you can see here, currently a nice little few wins. I'm going to show you some of those replays in a second, just to show you how I use it. But let's go ahead and show you the deck first. So, with the Prince, it's a really strong card, but you need like AoE cards, ranged cards to support it, because people throw down skeleton armies all the time, and it just does your head in. So, a couple of combinations you could do with the Prince. You could do the Prince and the Valkyrie. You could do the Prince and the Bomber, Prince and Musketeer, or Prince and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. if he's not using a skeleton army. What I like to do is, normally my first Prince is normally a dummy one, just to see what he's going to do in the line of defending it. Most of the times, 9 out of 10, it's always a skeleton army. So therefore I know that I can start combining it with some of these AoE damage cards to get it up there without it getting any hits off. So let's go ahead and show you a couple of these replays just so you can see what I mean. Let's go ahead and start with this one down here. So as you can see, first game here, I'm going to be playing against Alloy. I'm going to try and commentate over this as if I'm actually playing it live, guys. If you want live ones in the future, let me know in the comments below. So he goes ahead and throws down the Expo, and I try and rush, which is a little bit of a stupid idea, by putting the Bomber down, and then I fireball it, which was a really dumb idea, as I actually wasted a lot of elixir on that Expo there. Now, what I normally like to do is, as I said earlier, I like to use my first Prince as a dummy one, just to see what it's going to do to defend. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to load up on elixir, or I was, until this guy threw down the Prince. So I tried to put down the Valkyrie to try and get its damage down as quick as possible, but unfortunately he managed to kill my Valkyrie too quick with his charge. My archers split right here, and this is where I thought, oh shit, because the blue's going to go straight to my tower and is going to get me down way too quick. So as you can see, currently he's already got one tower completely destroyed, and he's already got one down to 945 points, and he's thrown down another Expo. So I'm going to throw down my Prince just to quickly charge it, make sure I get rid of that as quick as possible. Now, as you can see in the replay, you can see that he hasn't got any skeleton armies, but I didn't know that at the time. I was still wondering if he was going to be holding on to any. But I kept noticing by this time that he kept on using his baby dragon as his kind of defense card. So what you want to do with the baby dragon is you want ranged troops, you know, like your archers, your musketeer. Musketeer is definitely a must. And this is where it surprised me. I've thrown down the giant skeleton there. So I kind of placed this in like a stupid idea. What I did is I placed down a bunch of cards to defend, and then I've gone and done a counter push on the opposite lane with my Prince just to destroy his tower, just in case of overtime. But then he actually, because I didn't defend as well, he actually managed to get his second tower on me defeated, which was really poor defending on my half. But now I'm looking at it in a minute, you know, I'm actually in a better position than him. I'm just going to go for the all-out attack and let him attack my King Tower, as I'm already dealing more damage. And that's victory 1 right there. Let's go ahead and show you another replay. So right here we have second match. Again, this guy's got baby dragons, balloons, minions, giant skeleton, and a witch. So right now, I've got a pretty decent starting hand. Normally what I do at the beginning, depending on what he's going to do, I'm going to throw down a low cost elixir card just to see what he's going to do. So the bomber is my choice here. And I noticed he's not doing anything in response. So he's just loaded up on elixir waiting to see what happens. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw down the Prince and the Valkyrie. So to support the Prince, I have 2 AoE cards right there, just to allow the Prince to get them few shots on the tower. Now this is where he actually shot me. He threw down his giant skeleton. So I started trying to kite it towards the side with the archers, and then threw down the bomber behind to finish it off a lot quicker. Now he's actually going to throw down the Tesla there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up on elixir while he's got that down. That was my plan. But he threw down the barbs here, so I threw down the mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Valkyrie here just to counter him. I'm trying to minimise as much damage to my towers as possible. By now his Tesla's almost done, so it's not much of a problem. Valkyrie makes light work of the witch as well, which is a good trade-off for elixir. And there we go, I've got my first tower right there, and he's got his minions chasing my Prince and Valkyrie. So I've got a few hits there on the King Tower. It's got me in a good position, and I'm thinking, I could go for the 3 crown here. But I didn't notice him actually put that Hog Rider just underneath his minions there. You've got to be careful of that. A lot of people will be sneaky with a Hog Rider and just place it under aerial troops. So I threw down the Musketeer, as you can see there, to counter the baby dragon. Now I'm thinking, got 48 seconds left, and I was going to push for the right lane to make sure that I had 2 towers. Then my plan was I was going to throw the Prince down, destroy the Tesla tower and go, but I actually put it down too quick, so now I'm stuck in a defense against his left lane push there. He had the giant skeleton, barbs, and he placed down the sneaky Hog Rider on the right lane, but I managed to successfully defend it with only losing 1 tower. So I threw down the Musketeer to counter the balloon, which it decided to go off and kill the minions instead. And this guy's deck is quite aerial, so I decided again just to push up there with a good old Prince, taking down his King Tower. And the best way, when they're throwing down a big push like that, guys, you can just pop your Prince on the opposite lane and just do a counter push yourself if you know you can do the damage quicker than they can. So let's go ahead and show you one more replay. And if you guys have any suggestions on a better Prince deck or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. I'll be sure to try them out. So this cat actually made me laugh quite a lot. He kept on using the fireball. He started with fireball, which was unusual for me to see. So I decided, oh well, let's just push with the bomber and the Prince there. He actually froze it, which was a pretty good idea. And he wasted a rage spell on defending, which I knew now that he had the freeze and the rage spell. At this point I don't know that he has the skeleton army, but I know he has the freeze, the rage and the fireball. And he has his spear goblins and the goblin barrel as well. So I start by throwing out my Valkyrie there in the bottom, followed by the P.E.K.K.A. And that's when I see his golden barrel just drop down, and there he's revealed his baby dragon. So I'm going to throw down my Musketeer and my spear goblins, which was a pretty stupid idea because they just got taken out straight away. But I managed to get a couple of hits on his King Tower. And this is where he reveals his skeleton army to me. I just threw down the bomber just to make sure he didn't do enough damage to it. And now I decided to use the bomber as my counter push against him going to throw down the Valkyrie, which was a pretty bad idea because of his minions. I actually made some mistakes right there. As you can see, I put my archers that close to him that I didn't use the full advantage on defending while letting the tower do the defense as well as the archers. Instead, I wasted the elixir. So, decided I'm just going to go for damage, put down the prince, let it attack the king tower. Managed to get a couple of successful hits, and then I'm back on defense again against his spear goblins and baby dragon. So as you saw there, he keeps throwing down them goblin barrels, and he's just basically trying to push as quick as he can. So I decided to just throw down everything and go for a major push, which was a bad idea again. As you see, he there gets the upper hand again. So I decide, okay, I'm going to throw my prince down behind you while you're pushing, and I'm just going to go for your tower. I'm looking at what he's attacking with and what I can attack with, and I'm thinking, right, I'm just going to go for it. You know, I've got a few seconds, I'm just going to go straight for it. And there we go, there's another 3 crown win right there. Remember to hit that like button, guys, and subscribe for more. Remember, if you've got any personal deck suggestions you want me to try, let me know in the comments below.